Hello, my loves. Happy Friday. Welcome to your first weekly vlog of the new year. Now, apologies in advance. This is not the best angle. This is not my best side. My tripod just broke. My little tripod just broke as I was trying to put you guys on my dashboard to talk with you guys. So you are in my hand. Woo! So here we are. It is Friday, so happiest of Fridays to you. I hope you have fun plans for the weekend. I do not. Well, 'tis a lie, my friends. 'Tis a lie. Tomorrow is the first book adventure for the new year. So my aunt and her best friend and I are going on our little book adventure tomorrow. So that'll be fun. We're going to go to I think my favorite indie bookstore in St. Louis, which is the Novel Neighbor. Shout out if you get a chance to go, please do. And you're in the St. Louis area. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. Not only do they have a great selection of books, and it's really, the building and the rooms are really neat, but when they bring in an author, they bring in some of the best. Like, they're the reason I saw V.E. Schwab. They're the reason I saw Alex Harrow. They're the reason I saw Taylor Jenkins Reid. Like, they're good. They're good. We love them. We love the Novel Neighbor. So we're doing that tomorrow. And then I think I'm taking down my Christmas decorations tomorrow night because Sunday, after church and after lunch, it's our big cleaning day. I choose 2 days out of the year where we do massive cleaning in my house. And I mean more than I would normally do. We're doing baseboards, we're doing doors, we're doing door frames, we're doing every ceiling fan in the house, we're washing the windows, we're getting under the couch, we're doing it all. We're cleaning cabinets, we're organizing cabinets. Like, that's just that is Sunday. So my family and I will be doing that on Sunday. But otherwise, I have no big plan. Currently, I am sitting in the parking lot at Cadence's school because this child has made it very clear and obvious that I do not come to her school enough, and has asked me to come to the assembly today. She's not a big part of the assembly today. She's just asked that I come and watch it because she wants me here. And so, as a mom, I'm here. It's what I do. I'm here. We're gonna have a good time. It'll be good. We'll see. Anyway, so yeah, here we are. That's that. I'm doing that. Currently, I just finished Starling House last night. 5 freaking stars. Oh my goodness. If you are into gothic stories, little bit of thriller mystery kind of things, sort of not haunted, but sentient houses and all, highly, highly recommend it. It was very, very good. I enjoyed it immensely, so I finished that one up, and I thought it would put me in oh my god, what am I going to read next? But I decided to take it easy on myself. So, what I'm currently reading is Sea of Monsters. So I am not far into this. I think I'm only on chapter 3, and it's already kicking off with a bang. I don't know why I expected anything less from Percy Jackson, but he is a snarky, sarcastic, cute little man, and I think he is an adorable child. So yeah, kicked right off. We just ran back into Annabeth, so here we are. We're good. So yeah, it's really good so far. I'm really enjoying it. It shouldn't take me long. It is less than 300 pages, and the font is pretty big, so, I mean, technically it's a middle grade, so that's kind of what that is, right? I am finishing up listening to Once There Were Wolves. Not a fan. I'm having trouble, but I was told that if I can keep going and I can keep pushing, it'll be good. So I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep pushing. We'll see what happens. And then I'm also started listening to Song of Achilles. So that is my reading update. I'm enjoying Song of Achilles. It's an interesting story, and I'm curious to see where it goes, for sure. Absolutely. So then there's that. So yes, I am here at my child's elementary school. I'm going to go inside. I'm going to watch the assembly. Then I'm going to go and get the teenagers. And when I say the teenagers, I mean Charlie and his bestie. And then I'm going to come back to the school and pick up my youngest. And then tonight, I'm thinking Cadence really wants spaghetti. So I'm going to make spaghetti and some garlic bread and a salad. And then I think we're going to play board games because she has been begging me to play Clue. She wants to play Villain's Clue in particular, so she's been begging me to play Clue. So I think we're going to try to play Clue, and if it doesn't work out, we'll play Clue Junior, which my bestie got her for Christmas. So we'll see, friends. I think it's going to be a pretty quiet night. I'm going to hopefully get some reading in, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so hope you guys are having a great day, and I will be sure to catch up with you guys later. Bye! Hey friends, happy Saturday. So sorry I did not update you much yesterday. I just kind of got home and I made dinner really early so that we could have a quiet night, and then I started working on some things for my reading journal, which then I promptly decided I would more than likely rip that all out and start over, but we'll see, because I feel like it looks like something a toddler would do. Anyway, I'm very, very, very critical on myself when it comes to things with my handwriting or drawing or even my voice right now. And I know that my voice sounds funny, but that's mostly because the air is dry. And so I, therefore, am dry. And so this is my wake up voice. Now, mind you, I've been awake for about 45 minutes, but man, let me tell you. So yeah, more than likely what'll end up happening is I will end up ripping the pages out of that journal and trying something new because I'm not impressed with it. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, I realized that I didn't tell you a story from yesterday that I wanted to tell you, and that story is what happened to me yesterday morning. So I was getting ready to Cadence ready for school, and I realized that there was an issue with her lunch account. And so everything, when you put money on a kid's lunch account, you have to do it through the app. And so I was like, well, I didn't realize you were out of money. So I went to put money on the app, and my card was like, it said your card has been declined and whatever. And I went back to do it again. Then they were like, well, you already have a payment request on file, you know. And I'm like, so sometimes the app just goes wonky. And so I didn't think anything of it. I'm like, okay, fine. But I knew that because she was negative in her account yesterday, they were just going to give her a sandwich or something for lunch. And if there's one thing my kid does not like, it's sandwiches. I couldn't tell you why my kid doesn't like sandwiches. she just doesn't. So I was like, well, I will run up to this gas station by the house and I will get what she needs for like the rest of her lunch, because we haven't done grocery shopping. And so we didn't have Lunchables. I didn't have anything I could put in her lunchbox that she would eat. And so I grabbed her, I put stuff in the lunchbox from home that I knew she would eat, and I ran to the gas station with her. I got her what she needed. I went to run my card and it was declined. So I ran to run my card again and it was declined. Mind you, Justin had just gotten paid. So it wasn't like there was anything weird. So I had a full-blown, like, almost panic attack at the gas station because I was like, I don't know what this kid's gonna eat for lunch. And he was like, you know what, just take it. And I said, what? And he said, you're gonna come back. I know you're gonna come back, just take it. And I was like, yes, I will absolutely come back. So he let me take my stuff from the gas station with the understanding that I would come back. I did go back, I did pay my bill, but I was like, that right there is amazing. You know, like I've never had that happen before. I've had people pay for my coffee or whatever in front of me. In the line in front of me, I've had that kind of stuff happen, but never has someone at a gas station been like, just take it and I know that you'll come back. He doesn't know me from Adam. Like, I could have took it and run, but I didn't because, you know, honest. So I went back to the gas station after I figured everything out with my card. I made a purchase on a TikTok shop and they were like, what is this? You've never done this before. So they froze my card. And so I was like, okay. I unfroze it, I went back, I paid the bill, and I thanked him profusely. And it's just one of those things where it's like, it just made my day start off really, really well yesterday. So I had a really nice day yesterday, even with work and everything else going on. So, but yeah, and then after the assembly, which was really cute, I just came home, I started dinner, and we hung out. Like I worked on my journal, we didn't do much, but so yeah, that was my story from yesterday. I'm gonna try to share positive stories as much as I can because I'm trying to find the positives in my day. We'll see how that goes though. So yeah, so the day's plan includes book shopping. So I will absolutely bring you along with me for that. I have to write down what we owe on our bills so we can get those paid. Yay, adulthood. And then I think I'm gonna come home and just kind of relax. We're doing a Spirited Away watch along tonight, but I don't know if I'll be able to participate or if I want to participate, or maybe we'll rent another movie and we'll hang out as a family. Justin wants to make meatloaf, so it'll be a good day. It'll be a good day. So yeah, I'm gonna get back to what I was doing and then pretty sure I will catch up with you guys later. And yeah, I'll show you what I buy at the bookstore. You have a good day. I'll see you later. Bye. I realized all that talking and good stuff, I never actually gave you a book update. I don't really have one for Percy Jackson. I'm still going through. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. He's got this friend that apparently, I don't know yet. People know who he is, but I don't. So I guess we'll find out together. And then as for Once We Were Wolves, I've made it almost 50% through and it's getting a little better. So I think I'll keep going. That has just been a murder. So we got that going for us. We love murder. I love murder. Meh. I shouldn't say that, should I? So then, yeah, that's it. And I have not listened to any more of Song of Achilles just because I'm trying to get through Once There Were Wolves. So yeah, there is that reading update for you. While I am out and about today, I'm going to try to find stickers. I'm less focused on buying books today because I did just buy a bunch over Christmas and get a bunch for Christmas. And so I'm not super looking into getting books today, but I am looking into getting stickers. I want to get stickers for my journals. I want to get stickers for my calendars. It hasn't come yet, but I bought a new case for my iPad, a clear case, so that I can put stickers on the back of the iPad and then put the clear case over it. And then I also bought a pop socket. Because as much as I love my Kindle, I'll read on my Kindle, my little Kindle for a while, for the most part. So, because this is my Kindle, so it's very small, which is fine. I like my Kindle, obviously. And it's good to take on like vacation and things like that. But sometimes I might be out and about working on this, doing something else on this, like working on my digital journal or whatever. And then maybe I have some downtime to read something. And so I don't have a book. So I want to be able to comfortably read. I want to be able to comfortably read while I have my iPad. So mission is stickers, mission is stencils, if I can find any, things of that nature. So we shall see, my friends, we shall see. That is my goal today while we were out shopping, is to find more fun, bookish things, I guess. So for now, I have finished doing the adult things and getting my bills in order. And so now I'm going to read until my aunt gets here to pick me up. And then we shall go from there. So I'll check in with you later. Bye. Friends, so I am, this is so hallucinated. Sorry. I am back from book shopping. So I wanted to give you a bit of a haul from that, but also I got my order from Shein, which is who I was waiting for to get the things I needed for my iPad. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you that stuff first, and then we'll get into the haul. So like I said, I need to clean it up a little, but I bought a clear iPad cover so that, you know, I can do the things I need to do, that kind of stuff. And that way I can put my stickers on the back of it. And then these are my stickers. I have not looked through all of them, obviously, but they are bookish. Just one more chapter, bookmarks, little coffee mugs, spending time with my book boyfriends. So all kinds of cute little, I kind of like books more than people. Well, if that ain't the truth. Crazy book lady. So all kinds of cute stickers that I have to work with to put on my iPad. And then also I got a cute little pop socket. It kind of reminds me of the little black ashy guys from, I don't remember which Hayao Miyazaki film it is, but the little little ash guys. I could stick my finger right through there, and then he closes, you know. And Cadence has been using my iPad to play on too, so maybe this will help her hold on to it. But I couldn't resist this. He's adorable. He's adorable. And then last but not least, I bought a new cover for my phone because Christmas is over. So cute little phone cover for your crazy book lady. So that all I got from Shein, and Shein is a relatively popular overseas, you know, cheap, find things cheap online thing going on. So not only will these be used for my iPad, but they'll likely also be used for my journal. And there's something in my hair. Sorry, I'm very disheveled, guys. For my journal and for whatever else I may need them for. So then we went to Novel Neighbor, which is one of my favorite indie bookstores in the area. And I bought a couple stickers. Well, one, I bought their shiny sticker. Focus. There you go. Their shiny sticker for theirs to support them. And then I bought Fantasy Readers Book Club and Romantasy Book Club. So those are like my most favorite ones, right? My favorite genres. So then I also bought Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. I have heard really good things about this, and it's part of the romance bingo besties thing that we're doing for the year. I don't really know anything about it. Hockey romance, I assume. She's an ice skater, I assume. Based off the cover, what we can decipher is he is a hockey player and she looks like she is an ice skater, a figure skater. And I'm sure if it follows the plot of any romance novel known to man, they fall in love. The question is it friends to lover? Let me see. Yeah. Anastasia Allenware has worked her entire life for a shot at Team USA. It looks like everything is going according to plan when she gets a full scholarship to the University of California, Maple Hills, and lands a place on their competitive figure skating team. Nothing will stand in her way, not even the captain of the hockey team, Nate Hawkins. Nate's focus as team captain is on keeping his team on the ice, which is tricky when a facilities mishap means they are forced to share a rink with the figure skating team, including Anastasia, who clearly can't stand him. But when Anastasia's skating partner faces an uncertain future, she may have to look to Nate to take her spot. Sparks fly, but Anastasia isn't worried because she would never like a hockey player, right? So... Methinks it's a typical story romance, cute, cartoony cover romance where, you know, they meet, they hate each other, something forced proximity puts them together. Love, 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 love. Spicy, spicy, spicy. Break up. Ending. Hopefully happily ever after. I'll let you know when I read it. And then I got the second book in the Mistborn series, which is The Well of Ascension. This is why I love these copies. Big, floppy paperbacks with the smallest freaking print. But the story is very good. I really enjoyed the first one, so I'm hoping to hop into this at some point. But it's not high on the TBR, but I definitely wanted to read it. I enjoyed the first one. The found family aspects, the sci-fi, magical, fantasy, history kind of aspects that are in these. So I grabbed book 2, which that copy has been hard to find other places, so I just snagged it. And then of course I had to buy it. It's Assistant to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer. This is about a woman who answers a help wanted ad and ends up being the assistant to a villain of some kind. A murderer. So something of those natures. Oh yeah, when Rendon's most infamous villain results in a job offer. Naturally, she says yes. So she ends up working with a villain, and of course, you know, I'm sure sparks fly. I hear there's a heck of a cliffhanger, so I guess we'll find out, right? So those are the books I bought, and then I went over to Michael's because I'm trying to get into my journal zone here. And so I bought washi tape, which this is really cute. You can see the pattern. It's a darker kind of flowers. It says love on it, dreams, courage, happiness, love, that kind of thing. So I got that one. And then I couldn't pass this up because, I mean, look at them. Look at the little animals. They're so cute. So yeah, got that. And then I also just grabbed a 2-way glue pen so that I can actually glue these things into my journal instead of taping them. So we'll see. I have to figure out if inspiration is going to strike or if I'm just kind of going to be, I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure it out. Anyway, so that's really all I have for you. I think tonight Justin's making dinner, so it'll be pretty quiet. I'm gonna go put my feet up. I'm gonna go curl underneath a blankie and I'm going to read. I'm going to put together my iPad and then I am going to read Percy Jackson. So I hope you guys are having a good day and I'll catch up with you later. Bye. Excuse the terrible angle, you know. I'm the queen of those, right? So you're propped up on my air fryer. So in an effort to consistently attempt to eat better, because it's a constant struggle for me and, you know, everybody else in my house, I am making popcorn, but I'm doing it over the stove. So I figured, hey, why not? Y'all can watch if you want. If not, you can fast forward. I don't really care. So I'm making popcorn because I'm gonna watch Spirited Away. So, yay! Don't make fun of me because I don't have a lid big enough to cover this. So we just use another pot. And now we gotta season her up, right? Excuse my dog whining in the background, but here you go. Cheesy nacho cheesy popcorn. Friends, how are you? Happy Sunday. So I've not checked in with you today, and that is because we went to church, we went to lunch, and then we got back and we undecked the halls. So all my Christmas decorations came down, which of course made me sad. I love Christmas. And then we started deep cleaning the house. We haven't finished. We still have some work to do, but man, it was needed and it's still needed. And now I'm pooped. So no, I don't have any updates for you. I made it to chapter... Last night I made it to chapter, I'm almost done with chapter 5. I get a new cabin mate. So I'm on page 57. I'm hoping to just kind of sit and read for a while longer tonight, relax. Justin's watching football, so I'm hoping I can hang out. He's out getting dinner right now. And I think I'm just gonna chill. My oldest is already asleep. I had them clean the bathroom today. Poor kid. And they are just beat, and so they fell asleep pretty quickly earlier. And as you can see, I'm beat myself, so we'll see how the rest of the night goes. But I just wanted to give you guys an update. So I'm gonna sit, I'm gonna read. I got myself some water. I'm waiting for dinner, and then we'll just kind of go from there. I gotta put Canes to bed and all that kind of stuff. So hope you guys are having a good night, and I will catch up with you later. Bye. Hello, happy Monday. So I've not updated you yet today, partly because it's been pretty quiet. Like I haven't done a lot. I worked obviously, but Cadence was home today with something. I couldn't tell you what it is. We aren't quite sure what's going on. So about 2 weeks ago, and then 2 weeks before that, so about 4 weeks ago, we noticed that she was having some like sour stomach, and I don't know if anybody knows what that is, but it's kind of when you belch and it feels like heartburn but smells like rotten eggs. It's not fun. So Pepto for her. And then 2 weeks ago, so Christmas Eve basically, she had some gastrointestinal stuff, and I was trying to put the pieces together because she never gets a fever. She's acting fine. There's no other issues. And I thought I had put it together because when she had sour stomach, she had had a lot of milk the day before. And then when she had gotten sick Christmas Eve, she had had a lot of milk the day before. And her father is lactose intolerant. We believe Charlie is also lactose intolerant. And I, in my aging, have just not tolerated anything with milk or dairy in it much. Well, anyway, so I was beginning to be like, okay, well, I think that might be the culprit. So she's gotten very little dairy. She has had very little milk because we noticed it became an issue when she had massive amounts. And so this morning she had some poo issues and she got sick. And so I started to think, like, what did she eat yesterday? She didn't have any dairy yesterday. She had a little bit of cheese on her salad and a slice of cheese on her cheeseburger. That doesn't normally bother her. So I'm really beginning to think I'm just gonna have to cut it out completely and see what happens. We've cut milk out, like, she hasn't had milk in a while. We've tried almond milk. She's not a fan, so I gotta figure out something else. And so it's just parenthood, man, parenthood. And so I've been trying to dissect what is going on. She's fine. She's acting fine. A little bit more whinier than normal, but she didn't get a whole lot of sleep, so that makes sense. And so I'm trying to make a relatively light dinner tonight. It is just me and her really eating dinner, and then I will make leftovers for Justin to take to work. But Charlie is out having an early dinner with his grandparents, so I am making something relatively light. So I have chicken breasts that I'm going to just kind of season very gently and maybe toss in a little bit of olive oil to crisp them up a little because I'm gonna pop them in the air fryer. And then I think I'm gonna make some white rice, try to season that up a little bit to help on her stomach. And then some kind of veggie, mostly for me because I will be skipping the rice. I like rice, but I'm really trying to eat healthier. And I joined Weight Watchers, not sponsored, should be, but I did join Weight Watchers, and it's the only thing that has ever helped in the past when I have been trying to lose weight. And so rejoin that. So I will not be eating any of the rice, but I will likely be eating the chicken breasts and a lot of the veggies. So I'm gonna get to do that here in a minute. I'm going to go ahead and listen to Once We Were Wolves. It's finally getting good. I'm about a little over 50% in now. So I'm gonna listen to that while I cook this up in the air fryer. And then I'm over halfway through Percy Jackson, so I'm almost done, which I'm really excited for because it's getting, I mean, it was good from the beginning, but it's getting really good. So yeah, I now have figured out who Tyson is, and life is good. And so we are headed in the good direction in both my books. So I'm not convinced I'll give Once There Were Wolves like 5 stars or anything, but like I said, it's getting to be intriguing. So I mean, I guess we'll see what happens, right? What else can we do? So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and start throwing dinner together. I'm going to listen to Once We Were Wolves, and then Once There Were Wolves, and then yeah, that's the plan. So we're supposed to get a ton of snow, so I'm hoping we do, because we've gotten snow, but we haven't gotten like our large amount like we usually have by now. So I'm actually kind of excited in a weird way about it. And the schools have already been like, hey, here's how we handle if we're gonna call off, you know. So we'll see. If I'm supposed to go to the office tomorrow, but if the snow is bad, I'm not going, clearly. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'll let you know if it starts to snow. All right, I'll catch up with you in a bit. Bye. Hi friends, I know this is an absolutely terrible angle. I told you I will be bringing you all the terrible angles this year. That's what you're getting from me. You're getting absolutely crappy angles. Anyway, and it's crappy because I don't have my camera, so not only that, I am literally talking to you into my phone, which I try not to do anymore because it's not great quality, and I have that wonderful camera, but I forgot my camera. And so also my little tripod broke that I used to have that could hold my phone and give you a better angle, and that, like I said, it broke and I don't have that anymore. So you are attached to my car mount that only usually attaches to one of my events. So this is the best I got for you. This is all I can do. So yeah, here you are. This is it. This is the Kristen you're getting for 2024. Thought I'd give you a little bit of an update. It's currently snowing. Like, here, I don't know, I can't turn it around while I'm filming, but if you look out my window, can you see it? Yeah, it is. Oh, that's my hand. It is currently snowing. So could you read my palm? So yes, it is currently snowing, so I really don't know what that means for school tomorrow. It was supposed to do this last night into today, and it's decided not to. It's still a little too warm for it to freeze or stick to the ground, so I guess we'll find out, you know what I mean? So, but it's pretty. We actually haven't gotten a really good snow yet, so it is fun to look around. I was talking to Charlie on our way home. I was like, this is the kind of stuff that, like, I really don't mind taking a walk in it, you know? Like, maybe I'll do that if it's not too late when things get wrapped up tonight. I don't know. We'll see. I do like taking a stroll in the snow. I don't know why it feels different than strolling in the rain, but I feel less wet afterwards, if that's any indication. Okay, so updates. I finished Percy Jackson. I gave it 4 stars. It's really cute. It's really good. Tyson is probably my new favorite character, and Percy is just as snarky and sarcastic as he normally is. And of course, it left you on a cliffhanger, so we'll see how that goes. I need to figure out how to get the 3rd book. And it was really good. So like I said, 4 out of 5 stars. If you want something simple and you want something fun and you want a 12-year-old sarcastic boy, a 12-year-old demigod sarcastic boy, then those are the books for you. They're fun. It's a nice refresher, you know, like, it's not too terribly high stakes, and you're just kind of along for the ride, and I like that. So it's a nice little palate cleanser, and they're really fast reads, like less than 300 pages. This one was bigger print, you know, because it is a middle grade, smaller book, so it seems like it goes by a lot faster. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I had a good time with it. And then I also finished up Once There Were Wolves, and I gave it 3 stars, mostly because it took until about halfway through to really get into like the juice of it and like the guts of the book and actually draw my attention for more than 5 seconds. And so that was why I gave it 3 stars. It's a good story. Once you get down to the nitty-gritty, it is a nice story. There are lots of storylines, different plot lines playing out, which is kind of interesting, and there's a lot of back and forth. But then I kind of like stories like that because you get to kind of see who they are now as compared to who they were, and then what turned them into who they are now. And so yeah, like I said, you're following twins, and they live together. One of them is helping raise and rescue wolves, and it's interesting. It is quite interesting. And I kind of wonder, like, what kind of research the author had to do to figure out wolves the way she did. So I don't know. It was good. Towards the end, it was good. It took me a long time to get there. I can't promise I would read anything else from the author, but because, like, as much as it went back and forth, her writing style seemed kind of all over the place. I don't know. I'd have to figure that out. But I did give it 3 stars, which is better than nothing, I guess. And only because it took me so stinking long to get to a point where I was like, oh, now I'm into it. Normally I would have given up, but I was told give it to 40 or 50%. And so I did, and that's when it got good. I didn't see the ending coming. I'll give you that. I did not see the ending coming. So now, currently, we are working on Song of Achilles. I've been listening to that one. I'm almost halfway through. It's really good. I'm enjoying it. It's an interesting, unique take on the story, and it's an interesting story in general. I really like Greek mythology and Greek gods and things of that nature. So I'm having a good time with it. And then I plan on picking up, I brought it to work with me, but I didn't read on my lunch break. I plan on reading The Only One Left by Riley Sager as my hard book. So there's that. I haven't started reading it yet. But yeah, other than that, I don't really have anything for you. I think we're doing tacos tonight, so that'll be fun. And then Justin and I have a meeting that we have to be at via Zoom. And then otherwise it's going to be quiet, and maybe I'll get some reading done. I guess we'll have to see. Cadence is all about playing video games lately. Like, she really likes playing board games and video games, and she likes playing with mom, and she likes playing with brother, and she likes that kind of stuff, which is totally fine. Like, I'm a big video gamer. I always was, and I still am when I can. So it's nice to see that in her too. But sometimes it's like, you know, mommy wants to read. So, but we'll see. She's a sweetheart, and she's definitely learning. It's definitely helping her hand-eye coordination. And it's helping her learn how to share, and it's helping her learn how to, you know, be patient and calm and not rush through things. Because definitely if you play with someone else on these Mario games, like, if you rush, you end up like killing the other person, even though you don't do it on purpose. But once we get home, it's homework and then chores and then screen time. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, other than that, I don't have any updates for you. I am feeling really good. I am rocking and rolling through my TBR, which is really making me happy. I did set my reading goal this year to be 120 instead of 100. I didn't make my reading goal last year. I missed it by 2. I only read 98 books last year. I aimed for 100, but the end of last year was just hard, and I just got into a slump and I didn't read. But right now, so far, I'm doing pretty well. I'm pretty proud of myself. That's 3 books done so far this year, which is good for me. And it's only the second week so of the year. And so, yeah, I'm feeling good. And I'm also in a really nice headspace, which is good because it's hard sometimes for me to get into a good headspace. And right now I'm in a really good headspace. I don't know how much detail I went into over this, but in December, I formally adopted Charlie. Charlie is the creation of my husband's first marriage. And so when I came into the picture, Charlie was 2 and him and his ex-wife are no longer together. And so I have been in Charlie's life since they were 2, and he is now 14. He will be 15 in September. And mom lives in Colorado, and so she asked if I would formally adopt, and I agreed. And because why wouldn't I? I wanted to formally adopt anyway. And so I formally adopt Charlie in December, and it's been really nice, and it makes everything, it's like, to Charlie, he thought it was really just a piece of paper that said that now I can sign all these documents and it would make that easier. But for me, it was like telling myself something I've known for the last 12 years. And that's that, you know, this kid was meant to be for me. He was meant to be mine. And I adore him with every fiber of my being. And I'm so happy that it's like back together. But also it's like, the other reason we did it was because, God forbid, something happened to Justin. If I hadn't adopted Charlie, Charlie would have had to go back to his mom. And it's not that he wouldn't want to. It's not that it's a long, drawn-out history. And so I wanted to make sure that no matter what, Charlie had options if something were to happen to Justin. And then this way I can help handle doctor's appointments, and I can help handle therapy appointments, and I can help handle all of that without having to jump through hoops to do these things. But again, it's not just a piece of paper. It's literally, it's like, it's keeping my kid safe. It's keeping my kid happy. And I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders. So I feel like that has really helped coming into the new year as well. That was my big news. And so far this year has been quite enjoyable. And I feel like I've probably said this before, but my word for this year is peace. And I want to find it because last year was so hard. The last several years have been so hard, and finding peace has been next to impossible. So my goals include exercising more in order to find peace, and it means reading books I genuinely enjoy and not pressuring myself to read a certain amount of books in a certain amount of time and not getting upset with myself if I fail, and like also just joy and going outside more and spending more time with my family and going back to family dinners because we haven't done family dinners in a long time, and you know, like just trying to find the piece that I feel like has been missing. And that means like opening up open communication with the family and making sure everybody's on the same page and understanding of everything. And so that alone has helped the brain goblins quite a bit kind of stay away. Also, I'm putting my energy back into something creative for me, and I'm working on like an actual physical journal. So it's like I'm putting creativity into that and my brain and my focus into that, and that's really been helpful. Like focusing on something that I genuinely enjoy and like just letting it take me away, you know, listen to book, write journal, you know, like it's been nice, and I'm really, really grateful for it. And I'm really grateful that I have like the support system I do to help me, that allows me to do that in times when that's what I want to be doing. So yeah, that's where we are, friends. That's where I am anyway. We'll see if any of that changes. I really hope it doesn't, but that's where we are. And I'm really hoping this is actually getting the audio, because you're plugged into my car. So I'm really hoping I didn't just do all this to just have to do it again. So yeah, it's really the only update I have for you. The kids are getting released because I'm at Cadence's school, so I'm gonna hop up off here. I used to say on the phone when I would actually talk on the phone instead of just texting somebody, I'm gonna hop up off here. How does one do that? How does one hop up off something? Hop up off. I don't know. I used to say some strange things. But anyway, I'm gonna hop up off here and I'm gonna pick up my kid, and then I will check in with you guys later. Bye-bye. Tis taco night. Tis making tacos. Except I realized we didn't have any taco shells or anything, so yeah, I'm making nachos. Hi friends, so happy Wednesday. I'm currently at work, but you know, tis the week. Anyway, so I wanted to kind of give you guys an update on this guy because I've been working on it a little bit, and I brought it with me today because there were a couple things I needed to print off and I just wanted to tuck it in there, so I didn't want to lose it. So this is my lovely book journal. I did kind of like rip out all the other pages and start over because I just was not feeling it. I kind of felt like I was a toddler with coloring pages. So there's that. Anyway, so there you have it. Boop, book journal 2024. It starts off with my word for the year, which is peace. And then it says word for the year and how I plan to get it. And then these are all the things I'm planning on bringing to the new year. And then this is year-long goals. So we have a besties bingo board going on for our Discord along with a romance bingo at the same time. And it's not like this has a deadline. It's just books to consider reading by the end of the year, either that were recommended by the people in our Discord. And so we have the regular version and then the romance edition here, and then some cute washi tape and some stickers down here. I don't have cats, but I do like cats, and I understand the cat book combo. So then I printed this off and taped it in here. I'll glue it in, but taped it in here to start. I'm coloring books that I've already read because we're allowed to say if we've already read them in like 2023 or whenever, we don't have to reread them. So I've already marked off several books that I've already read. I will go in there with a nice pen and try to put titles in there. I make no promises. It might just be abbreviations because I have big handwriting and this is tiny. Like, what is that? So I will color it to make it look pretty. I have a really nice set of colored pencils at home that I would like to use on this. And then this is just kind of continued. So this is the horror, the Besties Bingo Horror Edition. So all of the books that were recommended for horror lovers. And then this is the buzzword. And the buzzword is like one book a month that has a specific word in the title. I've already read January. So there's that. And then I printed this off to put over here to keep track of these books as well. So this for this side, and then of course this for this side. So yeah, so that's just for the annual, that's the year-long stuff that I'm doing. So, and then you have January, like I'll go monthly. Obviously I'll color this in, and then as I read the book, I'll put it in here and I'll put how many stars I gave it, and I'll write a review, how many stars I gave it, write a review. And then these are the books that I definitely have to read for January. Well, as we know, it's going to be one of those things where it's like, I'm not going to pressure myself. If I don't get them done, I don't get them done. But definitely the TBR polls are ones I'm focusing on. So and then this is the read and review page. And then at the back, I decided, there's so much. I decided, sorry, to add an index of books read. So it'll have the title of the book, and that way I can just like flip back. If anybody just wants to see what books I read, boom, this is where I would send them if they don't want to flip through the whole thing. And then I also printed off this guy. So I was thinking about doing, because it says January, February, March, April, May, blah, blah, blah. So I was thinking about doing like my top books of the month, depending on how many I read. But I haven't figured that out yet, but I really liked this, so I wanted to print it off. So there you have it, friends. I am listening to Book of Achilles, or Song of Achilles, as I'm doing some of this, and I'm working. Right now I'm on my lunch, so I figured take some time, take a break, and then yeah, that's it for my update right now. I'm halfway through Song of Achilles. I'm liking it. It's a good book. So basically, like, once I finish Song of Achilles, that will go there. And then, or well, actually, I already read it, so that will go there. And then Song of Achilles will come down here. And then, like I said, I started reading only one left last night, and so that will go there. So as you can see, I'm hoping that that's better for me. We'll see. I'm already liking it better. I bought some washi tape, as you can see. I gotta do that when we get home, but it's craft with me day, so I'll probably be working on this guy. So there you have it, friends. I will update you guys later. Bye. That's a great time to do that. Hello, friends. Welcome. Happy Thursday. I say welcome like you haven't been here already. Happy Thursday. I do have an update for you. I have finished Song of Achilles, and that's like a rip your heart out book. Like, I know the story for the most part of Achilles and Patroclus and all of that stuff, but this was like just more heartbreaking because you get to see their story unfold in this big epic way, only for the ending to happen, and well, needless to say. Trying not to give spoilers because I'm sure people haven't read it, but it was definitely like a rip your heart out, but in a good way. It's a really beautifully written story. It is very unique in its nature to where it is not a story of Achilles that you've heard before, probably. You've probably heard similar stories, but it's not like the exact story. And so when Achilles is at this point where he's refusing to fight because someone has like hurt his honor. You kind of feel the pain that Patroclus is in and the struggle that he's having, because he is Achilles' companion, but he is also a Greek and he wants the Greeks to survive, and they are not surviving right now without Achilles. And so you can hear the pain, and you can hear everything else in the way Patroclus is talking to Achilles and other people. But you also find this like rage in the pit of your stomach, because Achilles just becomes this conceited, like full of himself, prideful person. And don't get me wrong, he's a great fighter, he's a great warrior, he is all of these things. There's a line that I love, I don't know who said it, but I heard it in Hamilton, and it stuck with me, and it was, "Pride cometh before the fall," and it's very true. Like, his pride was getting in the way of everything else. And so you're like, there's just this rage and there's just this anger, and you're like, really, dude? Like, get off your high horse and like be helpful. Like, I don't understand. So anyway, but it was good. I gave it 4 stars just because it was a little slow at times. Otherwise, it was good. I enjoyed it. Like I said, beautifully written. I listened to it, which was nice to hear the voices and be able to know exactly what the names of the characters are, because I'm not great with names, and I will just kind of be reading a book and get to a name I don't go blah, 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 okay, and move on. So that's just what I do. And I just hope that, you know, I don't need to know it for some reason. I hope nobody asks me who my favorite character is, because I'll just say it's blah, 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 blah. Anyway, again, 4 out of 5 stars. Good book, good story. I highly recommend it. It's a beautiful retelling, in my opinion, even if it's not actually like factual. But that's why it's a retelling, right? You aren't trying to get facts of a mythological retelling. It's based off of like the Iliad, you know, like, and the Odyssey and all of these things that are the Trojan War and all of these, you know, things. So it is a mythology retelling, but it was really good. I did really enjoy it, which is weird because I don't generally, I really like the Greek gods and I really like Olympus, but sometimes it's hard for me on like the lower to get into like the actual retelling of the mythologies, because like Percy Jackson, it's its own thing. Like, it's not really like, you have the Olympians and you have the gods and you have all of this stuff, but you don't, it's not necessarily like a retelling of their stories. It is its own separate entity and its own separate adventure. But when you mix and mingle the retellings, like sometimes it's like, it's just a lot. So, but I did enjoy it. I had fun. It was nice. So I am currently listening to Nevermore, and I'm about an hour and a half in, and I'm really enjoying it. There is something about listening to a middle grade, in my opinion, that makes it easier to follow along with. And I think it's just because like you get to hear the voices and the timing, and you get to, you know, it's just, I don't know, it's less boring for me to listen to a middle grade than it is to read a middle grade. So yes, I'm currently listening to Nevermore. Like I said, I'm about 6 chapters in. It's really cute so far. I really like Morrigan. I really like Jasper so far. Like, it's all very cute. I'm really enjoying it. I am also currently reading The Only One Left by Riley Sager. I am not far into this one. I'm only on chapter 6, page 54, but it's intriguing. It's keeping me guessing. Like, just when you think you maybe have this, you have a certain situation figured out, you don't. Like, you don't. So it's 1983, and Kit is a caregiver, a home caregiver, who is now working with and for Lenora Hope, who has a history, a very brutal history of possibly murdering her family. It's kind of like Lizzie Borden. Lizzie Borden took an axe. So it's very much that type of thing. And so she's called to be her home health aide after several strokes. And so I literally just got to the point where Kit is introduced to Lenora Hope, and it's interesting. There's just this like, you can feel like the creepiness of the mansion that she lives in and how run down it is. And she's got very limited staff. She's got a chef and a housekeeper and a gardener and a maid, and now Kit, the home health aide. And they all dress kind of like it's in the 50s or whatever. Like, Kit has to wear like a white nurse's uniform with the cute little pin hats that they wore back then in the 70s. So it's all very interesting, and Kit has an interesting story, and you hear some of it in the beginning, but it's clear she hasn't told the whole story. So I guess that will come to light at some point, but it is very intriguing. it keeps me invested, which is good. Unfortunately, I've been reading it right before I go to bed, so I tend to fall asleep reading, but maybe I'll stop that. Maybe I'll actually like read it during the day. Might be smarter to do that, because if I read a thriller at night, I tend to like not have the best dreams and I tend to not sleep well. So maybe I should, you know, be wiser about that. That is my reading update for you. I downloaded I showed you yesterday where my journal is standing, and it's not, I haven't finished it yet. I need to work on that. I need to update it. I need to add the washi tape because I haven't done anything to it since I showed it to you yesterday. But I did end up downloading a Google spreadsheet document type thing because I'm really curious to know how much I save using my library and how much I spend when I go to bookstores. And so I downloaded a Google spreadsheet that allows, it's from Etsy, that allows you to look into that. And also it keeps track of the books you've read, what genre you read the most, how many pages you've read, and it all just kind of does it on its own rather than me trying to like math, and because I don't math is not my friend. And so I downloaded that and I kind of love it. I kind of love it. It's by with Allie or something. I can't remember exactly who it is. I'll tag it down below. I'll tag her Etsy page down below because she's got lots of them. Like you can do a whole year, you can do 5 years, you can just do 2024. So she's got a lot, and it's interesting to see the statistics behind my reading. Like, yeah, because it's like, I don't really think about it as much. Like I know the genre I read the most is probably fantasy. Like, let's be honest, but it's like, what could I add more of? You know what I mean? Like, to make my little pie chart look better, what could I add more of? So that'll be interesting to look at for sure. And so I will maybe walk you through that in a little bit when I'm, you know, back at my desk. But right now I'm just, you know, sending emails. I'm working from home, currently in my office, that kind of thing. My dogs are sleeping. I ended up, so Reese's is 12, and so she's old, and she really likes to be with me pretty much all day, anytime. Wherever I am is where you will find Reese's, my older dog. And so I kind of spoiled her, and I bought a big bed for just my office. She uses it in the bedroom too, but for the most part it stays in my office all day, and she lays on it and she's just content, you know. And then my reading chair has become home to Heath, our 5-year-old dog. He sleeps in that for the most part all day, and they really do. When I'm in my office, they just hang out with me all day. They sleep, they'll get up, they'll go get some water, get a little food, come back and sleep. But they like to hang out with me. Starting to get a little worried about the old lady. We've discovered that for a long time she used to pretend she was deaf, and I knew that she was pretending she was deaf because when you said her name, her ear would still, when she was like outside and didn't want to come in, you could say her name and her ear would twitch, but she'd ignore you. So it's like, I know you hear me. I know you hear me. Excuse all the dinging in the background. But I knew she heard me because her ear would flap. No, I'm not so sure. Like, let's be honest. I've had to come and get, like, whenever the kids are taking them outside, like, I have to actually come find her, like, physically find her and get her moving. And so she's getting up there, and I don't like to be reminded that she's old, you know, because I've had her for 12 years. She's my first dog that was just mine, for real. Like, technically I got her for Justin for, like, our 1-year anniversary, but she kind of clung to me, so she kind of became my dog. And I've never had a dog of my own. Like, our dogs have always been family dogs and family cats growing up. And so I never had, like, it wasn't just my dog. Like, it was the family dog. And she is the family dog. But this is the first dog that I've owned and I've been in charge of taking care of. So she's my baby. And I don't like to think about the fact that she's getting old. But unfortunately, it's something that happens. And we all know this, right? Sorry to be a Debbie Downer, but they're cute. I love my doggies. But that's really all I have for you right now. I don't have any other updates. I need to work on my journal a little bit today. I need to update my digital journal. That thing has just fallen to the wayside. Like, it constantly does. It's only, what, the second week of January, and I've already, like, failed at my digital journal. I did the same thing last year. Like, I was all about it. I started it. I was like, yes, let's go. Nope. I can't stay on track with that. But I'm really digging actually doing the hand journal because it is something I can put my creativity into, and it is something I can kind of like not think about too hard. So yeah, so I'm gonna get back to work. I'm gonna figure out what all this dinging is about. I have a feeling someone needs my attention. So I'm gonna go figure that out, and then I'm gonna get back to work for a little bit, and then I will catch up with you guys in a bit. See ya. Hey besties. So not much of an update for you, but I do want to go ahead and like just kind of cut the vlog here. Consider this my outro, yo. I'm not hip, I know that. Anyway, so I am about 2 hours, 15 minutes into Nevermore, and I'm really enjoying it. It's already full of magic and mystery, and I'm intrigued. I did decide to go ahead and start Jane Eyre as well, because I know with my history, when I read classics, I get less and less interested in them as time goes on. So I'm hoping that reading it in chunks, like maybe 4 chapters a day or something, and then splitting it up with something else, like the only one left, I can actually get through it with no problem. That's the goal anyway. I just, with classics, sometimes the language, sometimes the verbiage, sometimes the storyline is just not my cup of tea, and so I feel like it might be best if I really want to read it and I really want to actually enjoy it, I should split it up with other things. So that is what I will be doing with Jane Eyre to try to get it done by the end of the month. And yeah, I haven't done any other reading today. It became a relatively busy day. Yeah, had some family stuff go on, and then Charlie ended up getting picked up from school early because they got sick at school, so I had to go get him, and then it's just been a day working and everything else, so being able to read or being able to update anything has not been in my wheelhouse. So there is that. There might be some more B-roll after this, I don't know. Probably not, if I'm being honest. I started editing this vlog already, and so I want to finish editing it so I can have it up by tomorrow. So yes, I hope you guys are living your absolutely best life. You are loving yourself absolutely unconditionally, and I hope you are reading some really, really, really great books, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!